everyone, and welcome to Magna Gold's Live Investment Summit today, hosted by Six. I'm pleased to introduce President, CEO, and Director Arturo Bonillas. Arturo will walk us through a company presentation, and then we will be accepting questions live. So as a reminder, you can submit your questions at any time on the Q&A panel on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll get to them after the presentation. And as always, the summit is being recorded and will be available to watch afterwards on Six.com. Without further ado, I will hand it over to you to get things started.
Thank you very much, Dasha, and thank you all for attending. I will present our company straight to the presentation. Our company is called Magna Gold Corp. We are a company that trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol MGR. And we also trade in the US under the symbol MGLQF on the over-the-counter. The picture you're looking at here is our producing mine. It's called the San Francisco Mine. And I really like this one because it shows in its entirety 2 operating pits. And also we have an underground mine that we're developing, which is not visible here. But it shows the size and grand of our producing property. We are a Canadian mining company that acquires, explores, and develops and operates mining properties in Mexico. The team is our biggest strength. We have a very qualified Mexican technical team with many opportunities to find new properties. But most importantly, our strength is our ability to carry out and fulfill our production objectives and exploration objectives. We are a team that has had a very good history in Mexico. We live here. I'm presently presenting from the Hermosillo office, which is our headquarters. We are located in the state of Sonora. Our properties are located in 2 of the best jurisdictions to mine in the country. This is what Magna Gold is now. In its short life, Magna has grown from a capital pool corporation into a producing mine. We are located about 2,200 miles from Toronto, a straight line, in the state of Sonora, Mexico, and we also have a property in Chihuahua. Our properties are both gold and silver. Our producing mine, gold producing mine, the San Francisco Gold Mine, located in central Sonora. And we also have 2 other exploration targets, San Judas Gold Project and the Mercedes Gold Project. And we also have a group of silver properties that we have acquired in this period of time, the last 2 years. One is, the most important one is the Margarita Silver Project located in the state of Chihuahua. That's a property that we acquired last year, a property that was drilled. That's a high-grade silver property surrounded by the Los Gatos Mining Inc. The other properties are called La Pima Silver Project. We have drilled already an initial drill program that was successful, and 2 more properties, silver properties called La Fortuna and Los Muertos. I'll go more in detail on those. The company had, since day one, very well established goals and missions. By 2023, we are targeting to become a multi-mine precious metals producer. And the target here would be to be producing 200,000 ounces of gold equivalent per year when we reach that point, and also to develop substantial gold and silver mineral resources on our properties. The target is to have 5 million ounces of gold equivalent in the ground. Currently, it's important to mention that we're already about 1/3 of our way into it. We have a profile of 70,000 ounces per year of production over the next 7 years. And we already have 1.4 million ounces of gold in the ground as a resource. Management team and board of directors, it's myself as president and CEO, and then we have our CFO is Colin Sutherland, former president of McEwen Mining, and my two Mexican colleagues that we've been working together for many years, Miguel Bonilla, our COO, and Miguel Soto, our VP Exploration. On our board of directors, we have Parviz Farsanchi. He's the former Chief Operating Officer of Inco Valley, and he's also experienced in Mexico. He was the CEO of Scorpio Mining in Sinaloa. We have Laura Diaz. She's the former Director of Mines, extremely well connected. She's on our board. And Alex Akumis, a very seasoned corporate development person that most of you might know. Capital structure of the company, we have currently 89.5 million basic shares outstanding, and almost 95 million shares fully diluted, which include mostly options that were granted to employees. We are currently trading at about $1, so our market cap is about $90 million. Ownership structure, I'm very proud to say that our major shareholders have been there since day one as seed shareholders. It includes Eric Sprott, US Global, Delbrook Capital, Medalist Capital, and Adrian Day, and they have 45% of the company. And then we have two strategic partners. One of them is Argonaut Gold. Argonaut has 12% of the company, and Peal de Mexico is our mining contractor. He wanted to become part of the mine, and they have been very good partners over the last year since we took over operations of the San Francisco mine. Management is 8%, management and board, and retail is 19%. What did we buy? We bought, when we acquired the San Francisco mine, we bought 1.43 million ounces of gold in the resource, estimated at $1,500 gold, with an average grade of 0.446 grams per ton. And out of that, we currently have a mine plan of 752,000 tons of 0.5 grams with a strip ratio of 2.5. Now, this grades, though they look small, this is what this mine is. This is what this mine has produced over the years very successfully. We commissioned, as we acquired the mine, a technical report, and that shows a mine life of about 8 years, 7.5 now. Average annual gold production of 69,000 ounces. Total gold production of 527,000 ounces. An average cash cost of $1,160 per ounce. All included cost of $1,204 per ounce. And an NPV value after tax at $1,600, I'll refer to this one, of $126 million with a 5% discount, and at $1,800, $186 million. I'd like to mention that this was the mine we acquired. We prepared this mine plan. We have already improved this mine plan through drilling, internal drilling. We will be publishing those results shortly. And the mine will continue to generate more mineral reserves as we move along over the years, over the near term, the next couple of years. Every company says they're undervalued. We certainly are. And this is a price over NAV peer comparison. Consensus average over 9 peer companies is 0.67. We are at 0.43, and this may be lower when we generate our new mine plan. And you can compare some of the companies here: America's Gold, Premier Mines, which is actually now Equinox, that has gone. Argonaut Gold at 0.5, and price over next year's cash flow, which it was 2021 cash flow, it's this year already. We are at 3.1, consensus is 5.6, and we have a very good leverage to gold. The consensus price we're using is $1,765 per ounce over the next 8 years. So we have a leverage to gold of 0.43. At $1,950 gold, that goes down to 0.34. This is an aerial view of the San Francisco mine, the producing mine. It's important to mention that we are next to the 4-lane highway. We are an hour-and-a-half drive to the north with the U.S. border, and 2 hours to the south where my office is right now. It's next to the highway. It has a town that provides about 70% of the personnel. The mine, as I said, it has currently operating 2 open pits, the San Francisco open pit, La Chicharra open pit here. And also we developed an underground mine on the south wall. We have 75 hectares of leach pads and processing facilities. This is a picture of this series of photographs of what the mine is. This shows that San Francisco mine ramp up. I'm very happy to announce that we have completed the ramp up. It took us 1 year to get to sustained flow of ore to the process facilities. This is the San Francisco pit. This is the La Chicharra pit. This is a picture of the underground development. And the processing facilities, we have a rated capacity of about 22,000 tons per day. We had to come in and invest some money from the ramp-up period in order to put them in order. And we are now projecting 18 to 19,000 metric tons per day of processing, because we have decided to improve our crush size and reduce it because it gives us a higher metallurgical recovery. This slide shows the areas of growth on the San Francisco pit. This is the San Francisco pit looking west. This is the original pit, and you can see there's 3 trends, very wide mineralized trends that we are going to continue drilling. So the mine shall increase, the open pit, San Francisco open pit shall increase to the north. And this is a long section here on the right, a long section of the same pit. This is looking north. And you can see the areas shaded in green. Those areas are all open for mineralization. We drilled those a few years back, and we found Timmins Gold drilled those, and they are very good intersections that we strongly believe that we'll find another San Francisco pit here in this area. And we also have mineralization at depth. This is the south wall of the San Francisco pit. We found a vein system of high grade. We actually developed this vein already. We extracted already about 15,000 ounces of gold. And but we have extensions that were detected by previous drilling. This is La Chicharra pit, the other pit. You can see there are, with our block modeling, you can see various pits popping up. We are expecting to, we hope, and we are going to drill enough to make one large pit out of all of this. This is what we acquired from Alio Gold when we acquired the San Francisco mine. The San Francisco mine is here, but it came with 41,000 hectares of properties. And within those 41,000 hectares of properties, we have various very interesting targets, including one silver asset called La Pima. And I'll go further into the exploration program in a bit. And we also have the San Judas gold project that we had acquired as Magna Gold. We expect to find another San Francisco pit here. The San Francisco pit is the reference because we are in the Mojave Sonora mega shear, which is all the mega shears the same mineralization, or mostly. And we have sampled, taken many samples on San Judas. So that'll be on our exploration plans or in a short term also. We bought the San Francisco mine. We paid a total price equivalent to $10 million. And equivalent because we paid shares of the company. And we also signed a sort of an IOU for $5 million that we paid last month. So the San Francisco mine is totally property of Magna Gold. Why did we buy it at such a low price? The mine went into problems in the year 2018. and operational problems. And then in 2019, the mine actually shut down. Almost 2020 and 2019, the gold that came out was re-leaching from the old leach pads. The metallurgical recoveries in the past were around 70%. The mine was producing around 100,000 ounces a year. This year, from January to April, we are back into the 70+% metallurgical recoveries. This year, it's only been fresh ore. There's no re-leachable gold available. So we're back in business. And as I said, beginning yesterday, we are back into full scale. We have resolved all of the operational and the social issues that we found. So we're very, very happy with this mine. Our qualifying transaction when the Mercedes, when Magna Gold was a CPC, it's called the Mercedes project. It ended up being a very, very good project for a qualifying transaction. Generally, you do not see that. We are, as I said earlier, we're located in the Sierra Madre. We have already produced a resource, an independent resource. We drilled 2,400 meters of drilling, and we have a resource of 31,000 ounces of gold and 742,000 ounces of silver. But that is only on the top portion of the hill that where we plan to initiate a small heap leach operation. To this side, you can see the block model. So that's an area that we will continue to drill, and possibly, most possibly, we will build a small heap leach operation, which, by the way, we are fully permitted to begin construction of an open pit, and we're fully permitted to start an operation, a heap leach operation, and we also have agreements with all the surface owners. So we're basically ready to get started there on a very low-cost small operation. Our property in that area that we drilled is it's called La Lamosa Hill. It's only a little portion of our Mercedes project. We found 2 areas of mineralization in our Mercedes project: disseminated gold and silver, which I've shown, and structurally controlled quartz tourmaline breccias. And I'll jump onto what we found on the other areas because this we found 4 or 5 underground mines that were developed, I don't know when, and nobody knows, maybe even from the Spanish times. And you can see the samples. This is called the Mina de Oro. You can see some of the samples we took from inside are 1 kilogram of silver, very high grade silver, and also very high grade gold. So this is part of what we will be doing in the near term exploration, and we'll be drilling this. And also other areas of that we found in different little old mines, underground mines, adits. The Salto Colorado, and you can see that we have 24% copper here and very high grade silver. You can see we have massive sulfides in all of those areas. So we have 1, 2, 3 areas here that we are going to do more work on. They all show very high grade in polymetallics and gold. I'll refer now to the Margarita silver project, which is a priority of us. It's a high-grade silver project. We acquired it from Sable Resources last year. It's located in Chihuahua. We are surrounded by Los Gatos silver mine, and the company Sable Resources put 35 diamond drill holes along one of the veins. We have 4 veins, and the drill results were amazing. This is a sample of the drill results. You can see the gold, silver equivalent grades over 500 grams on an average, and just silver alone is also quite high. And we did a quick study on weighted average on the holes, and we have an outer perimeter of 17.3 meters in length that averages 221 grams per ton of silver equivalent. But within that larger perimeter, we have a core of 3.1 meters of almost half a kilogram of silver. So what we plan to do here is we're mobilizing equipment. We shall be drilling, and the objective here is to have a preliminary economic analysis by year's end on a first stage of drilling. And I'll end up the presentation by summarizing our catalysts, near-term catalysts. The first one is the San Francisco gold mine, producing mine, where we are increasing mineral reserves, optimizing a production plan and costs, and increase the NPV. We're on our way there. We've already have success here, and we'll be showing the results soon. The Mercedes Gold project, our qualifying transaction, I already mentioned it. We'll continue developing all exploration targets. And again, I'd like to mention that we are planning to start up a small heap leach operation there. San Judas Gold project, another potential San Francisco mine, 40 kilometers to the west of the San Francisco pit. The Margarita silver project already mentioned. La Pima silver project has already drilled the property, and basically we've been looking at, we have a silver portfolio. We'll have to define what to do with it. So that's my presentation. I hope I didn't go too fast, but I'm really open to any questions. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Arturo. Yeah, as you said, now we're going to head into the live Q&A. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to submit them now. But we're going to start with some questions that were emailed in beforehand. What is Magna's growth plan and path and future potential?
Well, Magna's growth plan is very clear and ingrained in everybody in the organization, is to become an intermediate gold producer in the next 2 years. We're on our way there, and to have a lot of ounces in the ground in our different properties. We already 30% of our target. We are, our fundamentals as a company are one. We're a fundamentals company. We focus on production, exploration, and development. And also, one characteristic of Magna Gold is that we're a fast grower, and we've shown that. So fast growth and fundamentals, and we have the team both here in Mexico and in Canada that have been integrating gradually, but we are now where we wanted to be. Actually, we are where we wanted to be in 2 years or 1 year from now. So that's our future. Also, we are now very active in assessing M&A acquisitions that fit to our profit model. We cannot buy something very big right now, but there's opportunities out there that will take us to a much higher valuation in the short term.
That's great, thank you. Can you provide an update on your newest silver project?
Yeah, I mentioned the Margarita silver project. We acquired from Sable Resources. The plan here is to have by year's end a PEA with, of course, including a mineable reserve, metallurgy, and cash flow on a first phase of the vein systems that have already been drilled. And that we're very excited about that. That shall bring a lot of value to the company in terms of resources and an NPV. It looks like that would be a very high profit ounces, and that we can build a mine there in the near term, because it's already in a very good area. It has got a lot of infrastructure, and we have the people to do it and to run it.
That's great. So what are the advancements at San Francisco mine property so far since acquiring it?
Well, we acquired it. The mine was virtually on its last legs. We acquired 1.4 million ounces of gold for $10 million. So what did we do? We were able to convert that into a production plan. It took us 1 year of a lot of spending, and a lot of spending generated from the mine's cash flow. We, as I said, we are now at full-scale production, and which means that we are now we now have a doable production program over the next 7 years, which is improving. It improves day by day as we do more drilling and we know more about the property. And also we have been optimizing the mine designs, and optimizing the mine design, I would say it reduced the capital requirements that were there before when we bought it in about 40 to 50%. It generated cash to do the work.
All right, perfect. Thank you. And how solid are your relationships with the local communities as well as the local and federal governments?
The local communities, we have an excellent relationship. We have established very important programs with the community. We do health. We do medical checks on all the community once a year, and we follow up. We do that with the government. You know, we provide financing, and the government provides their health department, and we do follow up. We have many other activities with the community. We have the summer camps. We have educational programs. And we also, most importantly, we take care, we help a lot on the infrastructure of the community. A specific example is water, potable water, which was a big problem when we arrived. And so that's local. On the state and federal, we have very, very good relationships with all of the, especially environmental authorities and mining authorities. We're proud to say that we get permitting quite fast because we know we are experienced in it. And also, as you might know, we have elections this coming Sunday, very important elections in Mexico, midterm. And it's the philosophy of Magna Gold to always have good relationships with the government, with all authorities, local, state, and federal. So whoever wins, we will be in a good relationship with them. That's something that's in our mission.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Arturo, for taking us through your company presentation and the Q&A. And thank you for everyone who joined us today. If you think of a question after the summit has ended, we will be sending out a short survey where you have the opportunity to leave your contact details, and the Magna Gold team will be happy to follow up with you directly. And you can also find more information at their website, www.magnagoldcorp.com. But I'll pass it back to you, Arturo, if you have any last words.
Well, follow us because we have a unique company. We have a unique team who knows Mexico and who knows how to do things fast. We do things seamlessly, and as we have shown. And we are a company that's made up of experienced people. Even though the company is new, we are on our way to accomplish our objectives. So please follow up on our programs and summits and press releases, and also send us any questions you have or call us. We'll keep you well informed, and thank you very much for everyone who attended.